Welcome back to CitiesPulse Explorers, 10 top most expensive cities with high cost of living. Today, we're diving into the world's 10 most expensive cities and what makes them so pricey. From sky-high rent to the cost of a simple coffee, we'll break down the real price of city living. These rankings are based on hundreds of items and services, giving a true apples-to-apples comparison. Smash the like button and let's jump into our countdown, starting with number 10. Los Angeles, California, where dreams are made but at a steep cost. The housing market is punishingly expensive, with median home prices soaring above $900,000 and average rents in trendy areas pushing $4,000 a month. Many residents are rent-burdened, sharing apartments or facing long commutes. Even a modest one-bedroom apartment averages around $2,600 per month, making financial stability a moving target for millions. But it's not just the housing that drains wallets. Groceries for a single person can easily top $400 a month. A monthly transit pass is about $100, and a night out can set you back $50 or more. For many, the price of sunshine and dreams means making tough choices just to get by. Nassau, Bahamas, paradise for tourists, but a costly reality for residents. While visitors enjoy the beaches, nearly everything here is imported, driving prices sky high. Groceries, fuel, and even basic goods can cost double what you'd pay elsewhere. For example, a gallon of milk can cost around $7, and monthly utilities for a small apartment often exceed $250. It's the paradise tax, the price of living on a beautiful, resource-limited island. Nassau's luxury tourism industry creates a two-tiered economy, one for wealthy visitors and one for locals. High prices for housing, food, and services spill over from the tourist sector, making daily life expensive for residents. For example, average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center can reach $1,200, while basic groceries for a single person often cost over $400 per month. It's a beautiful place, but living here comes at a steep cost. London's real estate is legendary for sky-high prices, whether it's a tiny studio or a mansion in Mayfair. Demand is relentless, fueled by global buyers, and strict building rules keep supply low. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in central London can easily cost over $2,500 a month, while basic monthly expenses like groceries and transport can add another $1,000 or more. Most Londoners rent, flat share, and budget carefully, as even a standard apartment can cost a fortune. In London, the dream of homeownership is just that, a dream for many. Living in London means paying a premium for everything: housing, transport, groceries, and even a pint at the pub. Public transport is efficient, but fares add up fast. A monthly travel card costs about $200. Groceries cost more than you'd expect. Basic groceries for one person can easily reach $350 a month. Enjoying the city's culture and food? A meal at a mid-range restaurant averages $30 per person, and theater tickets can top $80. So Londoners become experts at finding free things to do, like visiting world-class museums that don't charge an entry fee. New York City, where the rent is as relentless as the city itself. The rental market here is famously brutal, with tiny studios and sky-high prices. Median rent in Manhattan can top $5,000 a month. Many need roommates, guarantors, or must move to outer boroughs. Upfront costs can reach nearly $20,000. Basic needs add up fast. Expect to pay around $600 a month for groceries and over $150 for a monthly subway pass. But for the energy, opportunity, and lifestyle, people still line up to pay. Securing a tiny apartment in Manhattan is just the beginning. Everyday life here is expensive. Expect to pay around $5 for a loaf of bread, $3 for a subway ride, and over $100 for a basic night out. Groceries, transportation, and entertainment all come with a hefty price tag. Even a simple grocery run can cost $50 or more. Dinner at a mid-range restaurant? Expect to spend at least $40 per person. In New York, you hustle just to keep up, but for many, paying these prices is worth every penny. As Switzerland's capital, Bern may be quieter than Zurich or Geneva, but don't be fooled. Its high cost of living reflects the country's incredible quality of life, strong economy, and high wages. In Bern, basic monthly expenses for a single person can easily exceed $2,000, not including rent, while a one-bedroom apartment in the city center averages around $1,500 per month. Here, you pay for pristine neighborhoods, excellent healthcare, and a robust social system. In Switzerland, quality comes at a price. In Bern, it's the everyday costs that really add up. Groceries are among the most expensive in Europe, especially meat, thanks to strict standards. For example, a basic basket of groceries for a week can easily cost around $150 to $200. A basket of groceries can cost twice as much as in the US. Many cross into France or Germany for cheaper shopping. Eating out is a luxury. Pizza can cost 30 francs or about $33, and a coffee is pricey too, often $5 or more. A three-course meal easily tops 100 francs per person, which is roughly $110. High wages for staff mean excellent service, but you pay for it. Even public transport is costly. A monthly pass in Bern is about $85, but always efficient and clean. Bern offers safety, beauty, and a high quality of life, but at a premium. Here, careful budgeting is essential, as high salaries are matched by high expenses. For a family of 4, monthly basic needs can easily exceed $6,000, including rent, food, and transport. That's the price you pay for Swiss perfection. Welcome to Basel, Switzerland's pharmaceutical powerhouse. Home to giants like Novartis and Roche, Basel's booming pharma industry fuels sky-high salaries and an even higher cost of living. In Basel, a basic lunch can cost around $25, and a cup of coffee is often $5 or more. Monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment averages $1,500 to $2,000. For students and artists, finding affordable space is tough, with even shared flats costing upwards of $900 a month. Basel's prosperity is impressive, but it comes at a price. Basel is Switzerland's cultural capital, packed with world-class museums, Art Basel, and vibrant nightlife. But this culture comes at a price. Tickets, dining, and daily life are expensive, and groceries for one person can easily exceed $400 per month. Many residents cross into France or Germany for cheaper groceries, but Swiss prices still dominate daily life. Basel's quality of life is high, but so is the cost, making it one of the world's most expensive cities. Our 7th most expensive city keeps us in Switzerland, this time in Geneva. Unlike Basel, Geneva's high costs are driven by its role as a global center for diplomacy. It's home to the European headquarters of the United Nations, the Red Cross, and hundreds of international organizations. This attracts diplomats and officials with generous, often tax-free salaries, fueling a high-end rental market. Landlords charge premium prices, knowing organizations foot the bill, pushing even modest apartments out of reach for locals. For example, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost over $2,500 per month. Geneva's service economy caters to this elite crowd, with luxury restaurants, shops, and exclusive schools. Even basic needs are expensive. A simple meal at a restaurant averages $30, and monthly public transport passes cost around $80. For regular residents, everyday life is priced for diplomats, making the city feel divided. International events flood Geneva with visitors, driving prices even higher and complicating daily life for locals. Even groceries are costly. A basic basket for one person can easily exceed $500 per month, and monthly public transport passes are about $75. From pristine public spaces to world-class services, everything comes at a premium. Here, you pay for security, international prestige, and Swiss standards, making Geneva one of the world's most expensive yet desirable cities. Zurich, Switzerland's largest city, is the country's undisputed financial capital. With global banks, luxury shopping on Bahnhofstrasse, and sky-high salaries, Zurich's wealth drives an astronomical cost of living. On average, basic monthly expenses for a single person, excluding rent, can exceed $1,500, while a one-bedroom apartment in the city center often costs over $2,500 per month. From real estate to restaurants, everything is priced for high earners, making Zurich one of the world's most exclusive and expensive cities. Zurich is famous for its unmatched quality of life, clean, safe, and beautifully organized. But this perfection comes at a price. Public transport, parks, and cultural life are world-class but expensive. For example, a monthly public transport pass costs around $90, and a basic lunch can set you back $25. High salaries are needed just to keep up with daily costs. Expect to pay about $2,500 per month for a one-bedroom apartment, $400 for groceries, and over $2,000 per month for childcare. In Zurich, you truly get what you pay for, a premium but costly urban experience. Singapore is a global powerhouse, but living here comes at a steep price. With limited land and a booming population, real estate is sky high. Renting a one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost over $2,500 a month. Even daily essentials come at a premium. A basic lunch averages $10, and monthly utilities can reach $150. Car ownership is a luxury, thanks to costly COEs, and imported goods drive up prices everywhere. In Singapore, every dollar counts, making it one of the world's most expensive cities. Why pay so much to live in Singapore? Because here you get world-class safety, efficiency, and a vibrant city life at a price. The cost of paradise is high, but so are the rewards. Clean streets, top-notch infrastructure, and endless opportunity. But what does it actually cost? Monthly public transport? Roughly $100. For many, it's a dream. For others, a challenge. In Singapore, every dollar counts. Hong Kong is the poster child for expensive real estate, with over 7 million people packed into a city of sky-high prices and tiny living spaces. From nano-flats to luxury towers, the cost of housing here is unmatched. Rent for a modest one-bedroom apartment in the city center can easily exceed $2,500 a month. Even basic needs come at a premium. A cup of coffee averages $5, a dozen eggs can cost $4, and a simple dinner out might set you back $15 to $20. In Hong Kong, every square inch and every daily necessity comes at a premium. Why is Hong Kong so expensive? As a global financial hub and gateway to China, it attracts corporations and expats, driving up demand and prices. That's our look at the world's 10 most expensive cities, where the cost of basic needs can be truly staggering. One thing is clear: limited space and high demand drive up costs. These cities are economic powerhouses, but living there comes at a price. Just covering rent, food, and transport can cost more than $4,000 a month in some cases. Which city surprised you most? Switzerland's dominance, where a basic lunch can cost $25, or Singapore's car costs, where owning a car can add over $1,000 a month to your expenses? Tell us in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more from CitiesPulse.